Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey. It's Monday, time for a Facebook Live. I've been kind of taking a little break lately, but I'm glad to be back today. I think we'll have fun with this cute stamp set. Sometimes we all just need to step back and do something different, and so I've been doing a little sewing, a little house cleaning, a little sleeping, all those things that we get behind on. So today we're going to look at Zany Zoo. This is from the new annual catalog, and it has this stamp set and matching dies that are really cute. So these dies will cut out some of the stamps. I think they cut out all the stamps. Let's see, I forgot. Not sure about that one. That's because it's upside down. That cuts out that little dancing tiger or whatever that is. And there's the one that cuts out the skunk. You guys know I love skunks. And then there's one that cuts out the I don't know, is he an alligator or a crocodile? Because it's something about with a round nose or a square nose snout. Then the little raccoon with the balloons, and the llama who's knitting. And so it cuts out those, but it also cuts out the designer series paper. So today, rather than stamping these images and coloring, we're going to do the paper. So let me share the paper with you. There's a couple other little accessory things that if you want to, you'll see. If you want to make curtains, this makes curtains and a stage, because there's several dancing characters in this set. So you would have to fussy cut these if you wanted them cut out. The only one the die cut cuts is the tiger, leopard. I think he's a leopard. But this will also cut out the paper. So those are cute, aren't they? And then this one, he'll cut out the little raccoon of the paper. But you have an armadillo and a dog and a koala. I guess that's a dog, not a dingo, or I don't know what those things would be called. This one cuts out the alligator. Look at these, all these little, these are all wheeled animals on wheels. And let's see, this one will cut out the llama. These are domestic, I guess. They're cooking, art, yoga, hobbies. And then we have campers. Here's the skunk. And a lion and a pig, and they're making s'mores, so you could do fun things with that. And this one has the turtle, and this die cut will cut out the turtle. And then you have a bear playing an accordion, and a frog playing a flute, and I don't know, what is that? A boar playing a ukulele, and a beaver playing the drums. So fun DSP. And the background is, they're all black and white. And so you can use those for lots of different things. So let's get started. And you can have a whole variety of colors too. There's lots of colors that you can add, and you could also color the DSP if you wanted to. So, let's go ahead. We're going to just cut these out. I'm not going to do any coloring on them this time, even though I could, but I think we're good with just leaving it like this. I think I'll get my plate. We'll go ahead and line them up on the plate. We should be able to cut all of them pretty much all at one time. Get our little dancing girl that I had upside down. Isn't that cute paper, Anne? It's, you know, and it kind of is juvenile, but I don't think it really matters. If it doesn't have to necessarily be for kids, because it's zany. So that's, I'll try to conserve some space here and line those up on there. I didn't use the skunk. I should have. We'll use him on the next card. I hope the weather has been better for you guys. It's been raining, and I think that's another reason I just haven't been inspired to do much. So that better go away, so we can have some energy around here. All right, let's run this through the cut and emboss machine. I hope they're lined up pretty good. I just found my scissors. I was looking everywhere for them, and they were over here with the cut and emboss machine. That makes no sense, but sometimes, you know, I walk around and put them down by mistake, and forget where they are. There's our little girl, and she's cute. Make sure and put all of these back in on the magnet sheet so we don't lose them. Fun little creatures. Hi Karen, thanks for popping in today. Yeah, I agree, Anne. These are not just for children. I think even our teenagers would like them. And our teenagers would too. Isn't that what you call that people these days? Now we're going to make a pinwheel card. And I think that, and it's going to go on, these are going to be mounted on some of the black and white. And that's so busy, I want to put elements behind them to help them stand out. So we're going to do like a circle peacock parakeet party. And let's see, we're going to use that new bigger 2 3/8 punch. So we'll put her, I think she needs something bright and cheery. And then, let's see, I'm going to use this for the alligator, but he needs a different shape. And I'm going to use this one for the little turtle. So we'll use Coastal Cabana. I hope that's big enough. Let's see. No, I think we need a bigger circle. We'll save that. Here we go, 1 3/4. Got a lot of circles going over here. I think he needs that one. Yeah. And I think he's bright enough. We'll probably leave him alone and let him just be a standalone. Now this one, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to cut him with the new countryside corners. So we'll die cut that. Can't have a punch quite that big. It wouldn't work, I don't think. And then he'll go on here. And let's see, do we have anything else we need? I think to get started, this will work. So we're just going to glue these down. I'm not going to put them on with dimensionals. Today, I could, but I don't want the card to be too bulky. Look at him singing. Yeah, karaoke, maybe. There's some music notes that go with him, so we'll use those too. Now for fun, it would be fun to just stamp these and color them while you're watching TV. Then you could have all kinds of color choices, not necessarily having to stick with the designer series paper. All right, so we're going to put these to the side and we'll start putting our pinwheel card together. I need my paper trimmer. I will list these measurements for you, so you don't have to grab a pencil unless you're just in a big hurry. So this is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score it at 3/4 first. I like to use this end for a 3/4 inch score because it's so hard for me to do it here. So then we're flipping it around. We're going to do it at 1 1/2. And 2 1/4. And 3. And let's hope we've done that right. That looks right. So you've got 1, 2, 3 lines that are 3/4 inch apart. And they're a little hard to see because it's black. We'll go ahead and score those. I think the dark colors are the hardest on my eyes. Now, I suppose you could do these with maybe inch measurements, but then you would have to adjust otherwise. And we do want this to fit in a regular envelope. But if you wanted a bigger card, that would be fine. You just get a larger envelope. Now you see how this is going to create a little box for us? That's going to be the center of our pinwheel. So we're going to put adhesive here. Now Tombow, to me, is the best because it gives you time to adhere it and move it if you don't get it exactly right. If you use tearing tape, you've got to be braver than I am, I think. Use this, take a pick tool to press that down. So there's the center of our tower. Now we have 3 more pinwheels. Here's the 3rd one, to make it be a 4-panel tower. And these are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So, which is what this side is. So they're exactly the same as that side. And so you're going to just adhere them around your tower. So we'll do one at a time. Push it right up to the edge and make sure you're getting it level so it'll stand up nice. Now we'll do the next one. You just keep working your way around the tower. Hi Pam, thanks for joining us today. Now these can be any color you want. Your tower doesn't have to. I could have even gone with a brighter color since I'm using lots of colors, but I just went with black today. I'll make sure that's standing up level enough. And just stick my fingers down in there and make sure it's smearing that glue around good. Now there's our tower, and it will still lay down flat and go in an envelope. Okay, now we have some DSP, and I just chose the blacks, 4 different black patterns that kind of went together. The back side, so we'll just adhere that to the larger pieces. So these are 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And if you want, you can leave one without DSP and maybe just put basic white on there. And then that could be where you write your message, but that's up to you. That's the fun thing, is you really can dress these up any way you want, with lots of colors or lots of patterns. And there's our 4th one. Now the same thing for our other sides. You can leave them black, white, different piece of DSP. That's up to you. But I just cut some more DSP, and these are 2, I think, by 4 1/4. Let's double check. Yep, they are 2. I thought they looked like they were 2. So we just don't want to have the same. So we want to make sure we pick a different pattern. Well, unless you want the same. That I don't want the same, so. That's another personal preference here is how you want it. But you do want to make sure your edges are lined up pretty good. And you can even kind of push that down into your pinwheel to get the edges lined up nicely. Now we don't want flower to flower, so we'll put this one in that way. We won't mess up, I hope. And now we can put polka dots here. Yeah, that'll work. I feel like an architect here building a high-rise apartment. There's so many cute things you can do with this kind of card. As long as the images are kind of small. You can't use some of those real large ones, but like Quiet Meadow or those little floral pieces, you can easily put those little flowers there. And then if it's not lined up, like that one's not quite perfect, I just trim it off. Use the edge of the other side to guide you. And I think the rest of them. So there's our tower. Looks like I need a little drop of glue there. I've noticed that the more you let it dry, it'll get flat anyway. So we don't really have to worry about that. Now we're ready to start decorating it and putting it together. I want to put some ribbon on there, so I have this new, this is from the catalog, and it comes two colors, the maybe Petal Pink and the Parakeet Party, or this might be Lemon Lime Twist, I'm not real sure. And we're going to run it down the middle. Bring it here and tie a bow. It doesn't matter which panel you put it on. You don't want to use anything super thick because you've got all this folded tower in the middle anyway. So that's why I picked this thinner ribbon. I think we'll put a glue dot there to hold it in place. I'm just going to slide that under there. Let that glue dot hold it, and then we can tie the bow. This is about as bumpy as we want it. We don't want it too thick or bumpy. I love the texture of ribbon and adding that little bit of bling. Makes your cards special. And I love this green color. It's one of my favorites. Alright, now we're ready to get our little creatures here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Let's put this little guy here. The karaoke singer. So this is the fun part. You can just decorate however you want. Now I'm going to have him singing Happy Birthday. So we're going to stamp that on a piece of scrap white. Oh, I think I'll go get Coastal Cabana for some music notes, you think? Let me get that. We need to have some more color here. Let's punch it first. Let's see. We don't want that one. We want the 1 3/8, I think. And then we can do, did we do 1 1/2 with this Coastal Cabana by mistake? Yeah, that'll give that a little background there. There was a reason for me to stamp that by mistake. But now I think we can put some music notes on here. Let's get this ribbon out of the way. And can let that even go on top there. It's okay. That's okay. And we'll glue that to our background now. That just helps it stand out against this black and white paper. Isn't that cute? Now we've got our little dancing girl. I think she needs to be where the flowers are. That kind of goes together there. Oh, yeah, that's where I wanted her. And then we'll put, let's see, he doesn't have a background, so what will he look the best? He needs to go on the dark. Except we are going to give him a little bit. We're going to do a piece of vellum. We're going to have a little something different here. So we'll punch that with the new large circle punch. And since vellum doesn't absorb, we'll use tear and tape on him. Well, that's okay, Jamie, as long as you show up. Or you can always watch the reruns. We're going to put this on with tear and tape too, so there's a little piece. You know what? I feel better already, even. See, crafting makes you feel better. I'm a firm believer in that. I think we'll put one more piece there just to make sure it holds down. I think being, having just some creative time to yourself makes you feel good. Okay, and now we're ready for our alligator. But do you see what the problem is here? So we're going to do something kind of fun with this. We're going to cut him in half. And give him a tail bob. So let's see, this is 3 1/2, so 2 1/4 should, nope, 1 1/4. Right, we don't want the wheel, we just want to cut his tail off. So it's not really quite half. Just cut his tail off. And now we can put him here and put his tail here. Isn't that cute? Alligator on a bicycle. I think that's a bike. Is he on a bike or skates? Yeah, bicycle. Well, I think that's the good thing about Facebook, is unless somebody accidentally deletes them, they're here for you to watch when you have free time. Now we've got that done, but we got a little more decorating to do. I went ahead and cut some of the accessory pieces, some balloons, some flowers, little bitty cloud. So we're gonna add some little doodads here. So we're gonna take our balloons and give them a tail, string. Let's see, we have some white baker's twine. I think we need 3 pieces. Of course, we'll trim these. Sticking to my fingers. And let's put some glue dots on them to hold that twine. I could use some Tombow, but it would get all over my fingers, I'm sure, because my fingers are already sticky. And then we'll just adhere that on here. A little fussier than normal, but it's going to be worth it to have these cute balloons. Now we're going to put them, they're going to flower where we can tie them together. And this time I'm going to use the Parakeet Party baker's twine to tie our bow. Of course, we'll be able to pull this and adjust it once we get it on our card. I'm thinking this is a $25 card. All this work. Somebody, they better keep it for a while. Now, of course, we're going to do a lot of trimming there once we get this on. And we're going to give these balloons to this alligator. Once we get them going, we'll put a little more Tombow probably to hold them in place. Get out. There we go. All we got to do is pull those strings. I think this is the one that's, yeah, in the way. And we can cut them off. Too much stuff down here. And we'll put one more glue dot there. I think you need to make your granddaughter 2 tower cards at least for her birthday. Well, practice one and make one. There you go. That's a good idea, Anne. The good thing, like I said, you can, if you want something a little more mature, do those flowers. If you like the animals, do the cute little animals. So there's lots of versatility in this card, in this template, I guess is what we'll call it. Well, there's that side. Isn't that cute? I think we can trim that off just a little bit. Now let's see here. This little girl, I think she probably needs some of these flowers. So we'll just put those there. Oh, I think we could put some pearls or something in the middle. Couldn't we? Or should we put them? No, we'll put them over here. That's you could just get to do what you want to do here. Don't want too much glue. I'll have to pull out some bling to put on here in a minute. Let's see. He's going to have words, and he's got, okay, so this one, we've got a scrap piece for a sentiment, and it's going to say, something great to celebrate you. Let's hope I can stamp this straight here. That's not bad. And we're just gonna trim this. Nothing fancy, just nice little angle. And I don't know if it'll fit here. No, it's going to go right down here. This would be perfect if you have somebody that likes to display their cards, this is one certainly fits the bill there. So let's see what we can find here in our box of bling. Those flowers are pretty colors. Don't want to, let's see, nothing dark. We don't want, you know, I told you I forgot to order the new bling, so I think we will go with just basic rhinestones. And I'm not ready to place another order, so next time I'll have new bling. I think that's cute. Okay. So there's our tower card made with Zany Zoo. Not just for children. Just anybody that you want to give them a cute, fun card. And all they just have to do is flip from side to side. And you can put something there if you want to sign it, or you can put like a rectangle of white there for you to sign it, just any way you want. So I hope you enjoyed. Sometimes I need to practice these because I did make one once and glued the panels on wrong, so I had to throw it away. And I'm sure you've never done anything like that. So practicing this helps, since we don't make this kind of card very often. And I will put the measurements, the scoring and cutting measurements for you. I won't do all the decorations in the description of this video. So thanks for joining me today. I'll see you later in the week, and talk to you later. Bye.